Meghan Markle's friends are being targeted. Meghan Markle's friends are being targeted. Now, one such friend is Janina Gavanka, who seemed to be the next target for the UK media. My family, before I say what's happened, and it has to do with Chris Rock, who apparently, not just took down the royal family, no, but also apparently targeted Meghan Markle in the process. And my family, before I discuss that, allow me to bring you back to Meghan's court case against the Daily Mail. Now, there are friends of Meghan who came out to support Meghan Markle, to defend her from the lies the tabloid media and the firm was spreading about Meghan Markle, because they were concerned about Meghan's mental health. They were concerned about Meghan. And my family, they fought the smears against Meghan Markle. And then, in Meghan's case, against the Daily Mail, no one can forget that case because Meghan won that case and humiliated the Daily Mail. In that case, the Daily Mail wanted to publish the identities of Meghan's friends who came out to support Meghan Markle. It wanted to invade their privacies. And Meghan fought tooth and nail to ensure that those friends who came out to defend her are not revealed by the Daily Mail. Now, why is that? Why did Meghan not want their identities exposed by the Daily Mail? And it's for one reason: to keep them safe, to protect them. That's why Meghan did that, because she knew if Daily Mail exposes their identities, it will mean that they'll intrude onto their lives, just as they've always intruded into the life of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. It would mean that they'll be targets for the Daily Mail and their trolls to launch a full-on hate campaign against them. And one such victim is Jessica Mulroney, who was also targeted by the tabloids. And now it appears to be Janina Gavanka, who has been spotted severally next to Prince Harry, Meghan. They have been spotted in the same car. Janina has been spotted in the same car as Harry and Meghan. And so she's close to both Harry and Meghan. And now it appears that she is the target. Don't forget, tabloids will look to link anything and anyone onto Meghan's name to go after Meghan, to continue inciting hate against Meghan. And Meghan, throughout all this time, my family, has been quite silent. But despite everything, she's mocked, dehumanized, insulted, ridiculed, abused. So my family, silence only empowers the abusers to continue abusing, and that is what is happening right now. Now my family, please, here is the story. My name is Brian, and welcome back to Success Club Family TV on YouTube. Now my family, apparently, the UK media is going after Janina Gavanka so hard right now. And I'll tell you more about what is happening right now. And here it is. Allow me to read you some headlines from tabloids online right now. And I quote the Mirror. Meghan Markle's close friend spotted laughing while Chris Rock mocks Palace race row. My family. Also, hear this. Meghan Markle's pal Janina Gavanka enjoys Chris Rock's brutal dig at Duchess. And allow me to read you even just some more, because it appears to me that Janina is their next target. The next target to destroy her and Meghan Markle through Janina Gavanka. Now, my family, also, you have news.com, Australia. Meghan's mate laughs as Chris Rock mocks her. Page 6. Meghan Markle's pal caught laughing backstage at Chris Rock show amid brutal digs. You have Marker. Meghan Markle's friend Janina Gavanka laughs along as Chris Rock skewers Duchess in Netflix show. You have another one, News International. Meghan Markle's pal Janina Gavanka enjoys Chris Rock's brutal dig at Duchess. My family, now, why is this happening? Why are they doing this? I'll tell you why they are doing this right now. But first of all, allow me to just mention something to you kindly. What is happening right now is what Meghan has worn for a long, long time. And it is what Meghan has expressed heart about. Meghan said this in the past, and I quote, "This is real heart. This is real relationships broken, damaged because of what the tabloids are doing. Real heart and real relationships broken because of the actions of the UK tabloids. And the tabloids want to ensure to destroy every single relationship that Meghan has with her friends, with those close to her. I mean, look what they did to Thomas Markle. Meghan was close to Thomas Markle, and look what they did. They offered Thomas Markle money to turn on his own daughter, on his own child. And for 30 pieces of silver, Thomas Markle did that. They offered Simon Rex up to $70,000 to lie that he had slept with Meghan Markle. Why is that? To destroy Meghan and destroy her friendships, to destroy the people she's had work relationships in the past with. That's why. And my family, on more of this, you won't be surprised to find out that actually none of them, no media outlet whatsoever, has a picture of Janina Gavanka smiling while Chris Rock, goes after Meghan. My family, kindly just please hear this. It's important to hear this kindly. Now, here's what they're saying. On their clickbait headlines, among those spotted in the audience laughing during the special was Janina Gavanka, who was seen chuckling at jokes Rock made about Will Smith and her own friend Meghan Markle. Now, my family, what has Chris Rock said? What did he say? Now, Chris Rock said this, that the royal family are the OGs of racism. They invented racism themselves. They are the ones who came up with this whole thing about racism. Colonialism was from members of the royal family themselves. And he also said that what Meghan experienced in the royal family when someone raised concerns over the color of her kids was not racism, but some, in-law stuff. And Chris Rock also, mocked and attacked Meghan Markle because he said that, hey, look, how can Meghan not know that there was racism in the royal family? That's why she's complaining. Why? I mean, why did Meghan Google the royal family? Because they're the OGs of racism and everyone knows it. Now, my family, Chris Rock also said this, that the royal family invested in slavery like it was Shark Tank. And my family, allow me to please just address this kindly. On these people who say that Meghan Markle is always complaining. You know, when you get married, you marry the person that you love. But this Prince Harry, he came with the royal family, the farm, with Prince William, Charles. There was no way in the world that Meghan could have possibly known that she would have been mistreated by them. No way that she could have known that about what would have happened to her, because no one can predict the future. And also, instead of supporting a victim, when he or she speaks about experiencing racism, by attacking them for speaking about it, we are making people want to remain quiet about the experiences. That is what is happening. And that's why I'm saying that no one should ever try to silence someone who has come out to confess that he or she experienced racism. No one. When someone speaks about his or her experiences, those people should be applauded, because silence only empowers the abusers to continue abusing. My family. Now, Chris Rock also said that Meghan Markle had hit the light-skinned lottery, as he called the royal family the OGs of racism. And it's true, really. The royal family are the OGs of racism. They started racism. They invented it in the first place through colonialism, the poor treatment of black people. It began from the royal family themselves. They made money from slavery. So much money, billions. But my family, you can't accuse someone who just fell in love with a white guy who so happens to be, a black woman, of complaining or whining or mourning when she openly spoke her mind, spoke the truth about what she endured at the hands of the royal family. And my family, one thing that won't surprise you is that tabloids will not cover much of what Chris Rock said about the royal family. That indeed they are very much racist. That indeed they are, in Chris Rock's words, the OGs of racism. You won't hear that being the headline of these tabloids. You won't see that. They're much, much more happy to run with, first of all, that Meghan's friend backstage attending the show found what he said. Chris Rock mocking on Meghan, hilarious. You'll find that as headlines. But not what Chris Rock said about the royal family being racist. And no one, and I mean no one, should ever silence someone who's experienced racism. Meghan fell in love and got married to Prince Harry because she loved Prince Harry and Harry loved her. If Meghan did not have the love and support of Harry, then Meghan would have left and even not married Harry, my family, and even would not have even married Prince Harry if she wasn't in love with Harry and if she did not know that Harry was in love with her. Because despite all this baggage of abuse that Meghan has received for marrying Prince Harry and falling in love with him, that has spanned 6 long years, despite all of that, Meghan has stuck by her husband Harry's side through thick and thin. Now, my family, allow me to just go back to Janina Gavanka, Meghan's friend, who is now being targeted by the UK media. My family, allow me to just share with you this part, or on just how the tabloids like to destroy the lives of people. And they do that very much intentionally, without evidence. Now, what is buried so deep in their story that even when you look at it, when you make your own research of it, there is something that is always buried deep and deep that even tabloids don't want their readers to see. My family, I can personally assure you of that because I myself have seen it, how they're spinning this story to attack even Meghan's close friend, Janina, and try to portray her as being disloyal or being, a part of, happy to watch as a friend is mocked, ridiculed, or abused. My family, allow me to just share with you this part on what is buried so deep in their clickbait articles that you'll never ever be able to see. My family, and I quote, please kindly just hear this part because this is one of the most important parts of this entire story. And I quote, it's unclear if Gavanka, it is unclear. They don't know. They are not sure. It is unclear if Gavanka laughed at jokes. So they don't know that whether or not Gavanka laughed at the jokes. So they are speculating. She might not have. They don't know. And this is how they ruin real relationships, using lies. That's how they do it. Ruin relationships using lies. Allow me to repeat this part. It's unclear if Gavanka, Janina, laughed at jokes aimed at her friend. But, they say, Page 6 reported that she had attended other shows. So now, we aren't even on that show that Chris Rock was, telling the truth about the royal family, about, the royal family being racist, while mocking Meghan for not knowing in the process that they are racist. So you're telling me, you're moving me all the way to other shows. So not even that show. Do you see how they spin things to attack people? Do you see how they spin stories to attack and destroy relationships? And anyone who is close to Meghan Markle, no wonder Meghan has done everything in her power, in her might, to keep her friends safe, to keep them secure, to protect them from the tabloid media who only seek to sow discord and destroy relationships for purposes of getting clickbait, while going after, at the same time, people who are close to Meghan Markle, people who have known Meghan for 20 long years, people like Janina Gavanka. This part is an indictment of the UK media to always be careful and always do your personal research. There are no photos of Janina Gavanka at the show. No photos whatsoever. No pictures whatsoever of her laughing to these supposed jokes. Because if they had them, then they put them there for everyone to see and manipulate its readers. But as of now, as I'm making this video, they don't even have a photo of Janina Gavanka there, laughing as Chris Rock mocked Meghan in what they call jokes. This part, this important part, it's unclear if Gavanka laughed at jokes aimed at her friend. But, Page 6 reported that she had attended other shows where the material was recited. Also now, you're telling me, first of all, it's unclear whether she laughed. But guess what? She was at other shows where those jokes were recited. The mocking of Meghan is being called jokes. That's how they trap people. That's how they destroy people's life, using lies, using baseless lies. And you have to always do your own research. It's disgusting, really. It's just disgusting what they keep on doing time and time again. It is disgusting how they lie so much, how the tabloids ruin relationships of others, try to ruin friendships of people who have defended Meghan from abuse. They are trying to break apart a friendship that has spanned 20 years based on lies. Based on lies. My family, I want to emphasize this part because this is the most important part of it all. It's unclear if Gavanka laughed at jokes aimed at her friend Meghan. But, then they're quoting another website, owned also by Rupert Murdoch, that reported that, hey look, Janina had attended other shows where the material mocking Meghan was recited. This is the first I have seen. I've seen this from Chris Rock, actually, the clip that I just showed. And I can't show you because of the F words that were used by Chris Rock. Because of community policy guidelines, I can't show you, to protect this community from, those F words being used. And he used a lot of F words. And my family, I'm just so sick and tired of the lying, of them time and time again lying about Meghan, of them time and time again saying that, hey look, we don't want to hear about Meghan. Then, hey look, writing thousands of articles about Meghan Markle. They say, we don't want to hear about Harry. Harry does an interview with Dr. Gabor a couple of days ago. And then page 1 to 17 special on Harry's interview with Dr. Gabor. Harry ends up on the front pages of the tabloid media. On the front pages of the UK tabloids, a man who fled the UK 3 years ago ends up on their front pages. Someone who lives in the US ends up on their front pages. But they call him irrelevant. But they call Meghan irrelevant. But they tell the public, the readers, we don't want to hear about Meghan Markle. Then proceed to write a special, an exclusive from page 1 to page 18 about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, blasting them, attacking them. I even remember when Spare came out, they said, oh, Harry, spare us. In the Daily Fail, the front pages at that time. And then they proceeded to write 17 pages of what they believe was contained in Harry's memoir Spare, spinning Harry's words to fit the tabloid media's narrative of, once again, going after Harry and Meghan, using lies. And now, they're spinning this story because they won't dare publish that Chris Rock said the royal family invented colonialism. They won't dare say that. They won't dare say that the royal family are the OGs of racism. You won't see that being the headline. You won't ever see that. You won't ever see that making the front page. However, you will see them, picking some parts that fit the narrative against Meghan Markle. in their mocking, ridicule, and abuse of Meghan Markle. Picking some parts. Don't forget, Meghan has been quiet for months. The Meghan, they keep saying she keep quiet, has been quiet for months. But the mocking doesn't stop. The ridicule doesn't stop. The insults doesn't stop. The bullying never stops. The hate campaign doesn't stop. The smear campaign does not stop. Silence only empowers the abuser to continue abusing. And what we are seeing right now is even if Meghan Markle was quiet for an entire year or 2 years or 3 years, it still wouldn't be enough to make tabloid media back off of Meghan and back off of her friends. It still won't be enough. My family, they have no photo of Janina Gavanka there. They have no photo of Janina Gavanka laughing. They only have what they call sources. 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 My family, it's clear what is happening. It's like, to me, I feel like these media outlets, from tabloids to Page 6 on Rupert Murdoch, they have these talking points. They have these celebrities who they are supposed to be watching. And one of these people is someone close to Harry and Meghan, Janina Gavanka, who has been spotted with Harry and Meghan. They're being watched and they're being observed. Every move they take, they are being watched. My family, it's a severe breach of privacy of someone towards someone, to be stalking them, hounding them in the manner that media outlets owned by Rupert Murdoch behave or how they engage. It's disgusting how they engage, how they behave. And it's illegal what they're doing and continue to do. Because clearly they have their eyes on people around Meghan and Harry. People like Janina Gavanka. And not because they mean them well, no. Because they want to go after Harry and Meghan through them. Through them. Through them, my family. And people who are close to Meghan Markle, they have a right to go wherever they want and feel safe and feel free, not being stalked. And as you can all see, the tabloids are doing everything in their power to ruin and destroy Meghan's real relationship with her friends based upon lies, using lies. And then when they don't see Meghan around these people anymore, for a long time, let's say a year, they begin writing articles saying that, Meghan cut off this friend. One story leads to another. And it seems to me like the next target in this story is Janina Gavanka. Janina, please just be careful. Be careful, because the tabloids don't mean you well. Be very, very careful. And I want you to be safe because tabloids don't mean you well. You seem to be like the next target. So please just be careful, Janina. Be careful. Be very, very careful with this racist and bigoted tabloid that is seeking to destroy you and Meghan, your friendship. And don't forget, Janina is someone who has defended Meghan for a long time. And don't forget also that after Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview, Janina went on UK TV stations to defend her friend Meghan. So no wonder she's a target on her back. Janina at the time said this, that, and I quote, "Though the recollections may vary, ours don't, because we lived through it with them." So I'm assuming Janina is one of the friends, one of them, who has defended Meghan that Meghan wanted to protect in a court case. I'm assuming she is one of them, based on what she said. And I quote once again, though their recollection may vary, ours don't, because we lived through it with them, Janina Gavanka said at the time. And there are emails and texts to support that. She said on ITV's This Morning, at the time after the Oprah interview. So I'll never ever forget that, my family. So it's clear why she's being targeted. The tabloids want to ruin her friendship, her closeness to Meghan Markle, then accuse Meghan of cutting off her friend. I see what's happening. One story always leads to another. And no wonder all tabloid media outlets are picking this up. Every single one of them. And they're referencing page 6, owned by Rupert Murdoch, whom Harry described as being evil. My family also, as I end this video, allow me to say this, please. Meghan is a victim of racism. A victim of racism who happened to fall in love and leave her life behind just to follow the man that she loved. If that's a crime, then I guess 90% of men across earth, of women across earth, then 90% of women across earth are guilty of that crime. Leaving their homes, leaving what they're doing, living their lives, leaving their mom and father's home to go to live with a husband whom Meghan fell in love with. That is not a crime. And sadly, a husband family that has a history of racism, in Chris Rock's words, the OGs of racism, they invested in slavery like it is Shark Tank. Like it's Shark Tank. You won't ever hear tabloids saying that because it doesn't fit the narrative. The royal family is not racist, which tabloids always say. Yet everyone knows, indeed, yes, of course, they are racist. Everyone knows that. But you can't accuse Meghan Markle or blast her for sharing that she experienced racism and the royal family. That, how could she not have known? You can't attack a victim for the actions of the abuser. You can't attack a victim for the actions of the abuser. That only empowers the abuser to continue abusing the victim, in this case Meghan. And we see clearly every single day that Meghan is their target. My family, we must keep fighting this hate. Janina Gavanka, we love you and we support you. And we thank you for being Meghan's friend for 20 long years. But now, as you can see, you have a target on your back. We members of the squad who love and support Meghan and Harry, we ask you to please be careful. And we stand by you. We are with you. My family, what do you think about this kindly? With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. Harry and Meghan's wedding, their marriage, are not the only thing that the tabloids want to ruin. They also want to ruin any single person close to Meghan. Despite her fleeing the UK, still, that isn't enough for the hounds to stop going after her. My family, we must all ask more people to please condemn the continuing dehumanization of Meghan. We must ask more people to come together and condemn this continuing dehumanization of Meghan. It must stop. My family, and as a victim, Meghan has a right to tell our story, to tell her story. My family, please stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and all of the friends of Meghan who have come out to defend Meghan from tabloid media abuse and the firm's abuse of Meghan. Stay tuned to our next video. Meghan has done everything to keep them safe. And I know in my heart, none of them who are too close to Meghan, none of them who are traitors will abuse Meghan's trust. I have faith in that. My family, there will always be that one Judas who will betray you, who you think is your friend, and will betray you at any chance that they get. But I don't see Janina Gavanka being that Judas. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you, always and forever.